Welcomes you to SunTrust Park. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good match. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 New York Mets.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Harold, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
This is going to be a dogfight tonight. They are facing a premier pitcher. I'm talking about one of the elite guys in the league. I want to see if they make little tweaks to how they might attack him. Are they going to lay off that nasty breaking ball with 2 strikes? Or will they be able to drive the ball to the ballpark when they get that one pitch to hit? This is going to be a great matchup.
Noah Syndergaard gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, HR?
This guy struck out over 200 batters last year, and the one thing I like is when he gets 2 strikes on a guy, how he approaches them. I want to see if I can learn something watching this guy pitch today. Very excited to see him get somebody in a 2-count strike and watch him put him away.
Cespedes has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Here's Brandon Phillips. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. 3. For 10. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled straight back. Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. lined hard toward right center. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign. And Phillips will keep going. He's headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
I like it. Hard line drive on the fastball. Hit off the fastball and good things happen.
Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
Here it comes, 0-2. A little bouncer. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
A really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Into the windup and the pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
And here's a ball hit in the air. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. So 1 run. Here's Neil Walker. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
And this is fouled back and out of play. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as Walker is down on strikes for the first out. In is Curtis Granderson.
Center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. 1-1. Here it comes. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
2-strike back foot slider. That's a classic pitch. Nice job of laying off of that.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first. 2 away. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
When you're on the road, you look for that one guy that's going to be able to get that W for you, and you consider it a win day. He's starting off nice right now. 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the first. You got to be thinking, this is our guy. This is a chance to get a W.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder.
Leading off
Career
for
numbers
Atlanta,
versus
right
Syndergaard.
fielder,
He's gone 3 for 6.
Markakis.
On the ground, softly towards second. Taken by Walker. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, third baseman number 13,
Adonis Garcia digs in now. Into the windup and the pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh.
Digging in, Tyler Flowers. He'll work. First offering on its way. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Just a tick behind for a strike.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Here's Lucas Duda now. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. 7 hits in 23 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Squared that one up just a little late.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately he just fouled it off.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Oh and 1 count, and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Markakis has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth, catcher Travis.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled back. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll go now to the top.
Leading off for the Braves, shortstop.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. A perfect 2 for 2. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. d'Arnaud gathers it, but no chance to recover. Swanson is on at first after the strikeout.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 49.
The pitcher, Julio Teheran, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fouled back.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
That misses. 1-2.
Hey, I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is going to be a foul ball. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
Center fielder number 11.
Digging in to try it again. Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Into the box, Brandon Phillips. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Bruce has a read on it, and that retires the side. Braves strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Here's Jay Bruce now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Kemp has a read on it. 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Noah Syndergaard. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs,
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Ready for another chance? Freddie Freeman, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Freddie Freeman.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Walker ranging to his right. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. And plenty of room out there for Granderson. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Striding in once again. Nick Markakis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Markakis will round it at first and head for second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Adonis Garcia is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. For Markakis, he records his first double of the year here on opening day. Here comes the 1-0. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Bruce, and it's gone.
Well, he clearly didn't miss that pitch. He's so strong. If you look at the extension on that ball, he just really muscled that ball to the ballpark when it comes down to it.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there. Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. As that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. High in the air out to center field. Granderson on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this. Digging in the switch hitter, Neil Walker. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Now another 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
It is Curtis Granderson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Granderson waits on the 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yoenis Cespedes. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Teheran has his target, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground, and he will indeed make the play. In action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw.
Dansby Swanson
sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta.
So stepping in, Julio Teheran. He singled his last time up. The pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Bruce is after it, and foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Here's Ender Inciarte. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Inciarte.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And Cespedes will put this one away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. But they lead it 3-0. Here's Lucas Duda now. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out as Asdrubal Cabrera becomes the second out in the bottom of the fifth. Travis d'Arnaud is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
He's right on that breaking ball. That's pretty good timing right there, especially following up after a fastball.
Tehran's ready. Here it is on 0-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Fernando Salas takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 59.
Ready for another shot now. Brandon Phillips. His career numbers in this matchup. He's gone 2 for 6. He's taken him deep once. Hit in the air out to left field. Cespedes has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Freddie Freeman is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second. So here's Matt Kemp now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
A pause and the 0-2. Ground ball right side. And that is through into right field for a single. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
You know, it's not often a guy sits in a count 0-2 and gets a base hit, and the pitcher still feels like 0-2, I got to battle. But that was the case here as he battled back and got a hit down 0-2.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now.
He's getting a little shaky trying to close this inning out. Look, he gives up a base hit. Then he almost hits the guy right here. Got to take a deep breath. Throw strikes.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Fouled back.
Oh, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it. Right there in his wheelhouse.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Granderson is under it, and the inning is over. One left for Atlanta. They lead it 3-0. Here's Jay Bruce now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Here it comes, 2-0. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Third baseman, number 5.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Kemp has a read on it. One down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Juan Lagares will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Juan Lagares.
And that misses inside 1-0. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. Hit hard back up the middle. Swanson brings it in. Phillips for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. So he's through 6 full now, and he has yet to surrender a base hit. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing. Hansel Robles is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Adonis Garcia is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Here's the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
That ball's way out of the zone. He's got to set the side slower. You're looking fastball. I like that, but make him get the ball down. They'll never catch up to it up there.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The next 0-2. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Duda is in his tracks now. 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. So you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
Ready with the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Soft grounder left side. There to get it is Wright. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Now that's a nice pitch. He ran that in there about mid-90s and put it past him.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
I think the ace spot in the National League is the toughest place to hit at. You got the pitcher behind you. You got to work the count. And he goes up there and swings at the first 2 pitches that are not even in the zone. He's not helping himself or the team.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it.
Ladies and
Down. Here's Neil Walker. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Neil Walker.
This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. On the move is Kemp. 1 away.
Center fielder.
Here's
number 3. Curtis Granderson.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there. And now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch. And it's really working out for him.
Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2.
the 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
And that one stayed up a little high.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And another foul ball.
That was the 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Well, that'll get your head shaking at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Curtis Granderson becomes out number 2 this inning.
Yoenis Cespedes.
Yoenis Cespedes is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So he keeps rolling right along. Make it 7 shutout innings. Ready for another chance? Julio Teheran. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Julio Teheran.
Kurt Suzuki is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 24, Kurt Suzuki.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Here it comes. That's wide. 2-0. 2-0 count. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Center fielder number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Striding in once again, Ender Inciarte. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Chopped foul wide of first. Another 1-2 delivery. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time.
The second baseman.
And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Braves have elected to challenge.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Here's Brandon Phillips as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close, and now that was an easy take. Now he's locked in. You're sitting there 2-0. Get real specific. Make him throw you your pitch.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Arodys Vizcaino is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Digging in once again, Lucas Duda. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Outside, 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Late that time for a strike. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Now another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Set to deal on 2-2. Another one sent foul. The 2-2 one more time. Very weakly on the ground. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The shortstop, number
Digging in to try it again. Asdrubal Cabrera. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Kemp is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. Now batting, Freddie Freeman, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
First
pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Well, they came in this half inning hoping they could add some insurance to their lead. Nothing better than getting that first guy on to get things going.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit. That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Adonis Garcia will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Hit out toward second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Braves strand 1, but they
Leading off for the Mets here in the bottom of the ninth.
Jim Johnson enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Jay Bruce stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2. And now pitch on the way. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Wright. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded, foul. 1 out, nobody on. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
That pitch right there just locked him up. A curveball that doesn't break, a little front door curveball. You're looking for it to go back out over the plate, and it doesn't. It just locks you up as a hitter.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Michael Conforto will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Little dribbler down the line. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is cut on and missed, so the Mets are down to their final strike now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Right side and right into the shift. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, you know he wants that one pitch back that led to the lone hit, but it was pretty awesome watching him do his thing. He had guys
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Rockies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee, 6-5. The Chicago Cubs got together to allow 4 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road, 7-4. The Giants totaled 13 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona, 9-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers
from Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Jacob deGrom gets the starting nod for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, H?
Matt, I like this guy. He is a really good pitcher. An ERA just a little over 3 last season. He's usually pretty tough on the opponent. He's going to keep you in the game and give that manager some opportunities late in the game to get a W. I like what this guy brings, and maybe he'll bring it today.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, the guy to look out for is Brandon Phillips. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
HR, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Well, you're excited that the season starts, but you lose game 1 at home, and I tell you what, you feel the pressure already. The home crowd wants to see that W. You don't want it to linger. You go out there in game 2 and you try to knock off that first home win.
Chop fouled over towards the dugout. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Working for the punch out and the offering. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. So here's Matt Kemp now. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Looped out towards short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they get Amanda. Jaime Garcia will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's the guy that's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
Now here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. This guy was one of 3 silver sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
Batting third, left fielder.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Matt, we better fasten our seatbelts here. If they're going to get a win on the road, this is the guy to help get it done. 2 Ks in the bottom of the first. Uh-oh, he's on his game.
Hit down the third baseline. Garcia takes it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. And this is still a nothing ball game.
Right fielder, Nick
First
Markakis.
pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nick Markakis is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. In previous duels with DeGrom, 6 for 15. He also has 1 home run.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Wow, he's got to be frustrated with that pitch. Did a nice job of getting ahead of the hitter. Wanted to go to the changeup to put him away. He just hung it up there a little bit too long.
So coming to the plate, Adonis Garcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Well, let's take a look at the Mets defense, brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
Tyler Flowers comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Dribbled down the third baseline. Reined in. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Batting 8th, shortstop, Dansby.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled off into the seats behind first. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And the run will score as the Braves strike first to lead it 1-0. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The pitcher number 54.
Stepping in, Jaime Garcia. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Braves do get a run on the RBI. Here's Lucas Duda now. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
First baseman, Lucas
Infield
Duda.
shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now this is popped up behind the plate for Flowers. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
All right, here's how the Braves line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at that dude BP. Yeah, the second baseman right there. He is really special. I love the nickname, but on top of that, Brandon Phillips is a showman. Hit a ball at him, he'll flip it behind his back, he'll jump up and snag it. He does everything. Can't take your eyes off him.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. The head-to-head line against Garcia. A 3-for-5 line to show for those meetings. The 1-1 home to Cabrera. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Due next is the dangerous Jay Bruce. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a little tapper. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. 3-1. There's Brandon Phillips. He waits on deck. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
This is a pesky type of hitter pitchers hate to face. He's going to put the ball in play, not known for power, but if you put it in the zone, he's probably going to make contact. Right there, another example of that.
Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. First offering on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
And he's back easily. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Dribbled to the right side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
First base.
First baseman Freddie Freeman 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him, and that misses, ball 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Oh no, he can't hold on to it. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Runner breaks for third. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken by Walker. Throw gets him, 2 down. So a man at third here with 2 gone. And stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there in the inning. Left for Atlanta, but they lead it 1-0. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And this is taken in for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Jacob deGrom. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Freeman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Nick Markakis. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Markakis.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Right has room in foul territory. 1 out.
Up next for Atlanta,
Adonis Garcia digs in now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Looked like he was sitting on the hard stuff right there. Stayed right on it. Stayed with it. Hard line drive. Great game plan.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Riding in once again, Dansby Swanson. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a high pop-up. Duda is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Here's Juan Lagares back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Phillips backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jaime Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jaime Garcia.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Center fielder number 11.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Bruce to the track, to the wall. Gone!
Well, he tried to sneak a fastball by him, and like they always say, you can't.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Skied into straightaway right. Bruce has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for Atlanta.
Digging in once again, Freddie Freeman. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. On the move is Bruce. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Middle of the night at Citi Field. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting slugger Lucas Duda starts out the inning. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
I'm sitting here shaking my head. I'm tripping, man. I mean, I've never watched a guy throw this many strikes. First pitch strike. He's 100% in the game. Every batter, first pitch for a strike.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And this is fouled at the plate. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting, right fielder.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball. Action in the Mets bullpen now.
Hitting
it's
out
both
for
a
the
lefty and a right-hander that
fielder,
start to throw.
Matt Kemp.
Fouled straight back. Now the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And another foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just got too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. So you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
Lagares is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Third baseman
Adonis Garcia digs in now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Fouled back. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they hold it. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
David Wright.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, pitcher.
Jose Reyes will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Jose Reyes.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the 6th consecutive inning. Fernando Salas will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Well, we've always known this guy was a good hitter. You knew he was going to come out of it eventually. It's another multi-hit game. It's not one hit that gets you out of it, but a multi-hit game. Maybe this is the signs of things to come.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Into the box, Jaime Garcia. Bunt attempt misses. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Stepping in now, Ender Inciarte, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike. And digging in to try it again, Juan Lagares. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And here's a ball hit in the air. Calling for it, Garcia, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker. He comes in 0-for-2 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That pitch right there, Matt, 100%. Every hitter, listen to this, every hitter in the game, he's throwing a first pitch strike to. That's ridiculous.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Markakis has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 52.
Digging in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Swung on and hit softly on a line, but that'll land foul, strike 1. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Kemp to the track. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Here's Lucas Duda now.
The first baseman, number 21.
So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Matt, I'm telling you, pitchers are stubborn, right? He gives up a home run on that very same pitch, but he came back with it. This time he got it down. He's stubborn. I'm going to come back, I'm going to throw it again, but I'm going to execute it. And he did.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Ready for another chance? Brandon Phillips. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Brandon Phillips.
8th inning under.
Ball, that's outside.
away here with a curveball that's taken for a ball, 1-0. Now here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Here's the 2-0. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Lagares is under it. 1 out.
First baseman number 5.
Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. This one's flared out toward left. Pulling it in out there is Cespedes, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Kemp.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Kemp. Lifetime versus this pitcher, 1 for 6. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a pop-up now. Behind the plate, but room for d'Arnaud. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They lead it 2-1. Striding in once again, Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Back to work now is Garcia as he gets ahead on a good pitch that time. It's strike 1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now a swing, and Cabrera blasts this one out to deep left field. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder,
ready once again, Jay Bruce. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Hit in the air to right field. There to take it is Markakis, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting,
here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. We'll see Nick Mark back in Queens at Citi Field as we get set for the top of the 9th inning in this one. Eric Goodell is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Curtis Granderson will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. The 0-1 pitch on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Third baseman number 13.
Coming to the plate now, Adonis Garcia. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th. Into the box, Tyler Flowers. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's the third baseman, David Wright. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans.
Man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Phillips is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Granderson.
In is Curtis Granderson. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
Center fielder number 12.
Here's Juan Lagares. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. On the ground to third. To his left, Garcia. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Braves have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit.